Hi everyone, my name is Roxanne Williamson and I'm here today to talk to you about one of my favorite herbs to cook with, Anethum graveolens, or dillweed as it's more commonly known. I love just sprinkling this on my salads. It's delicious in soup. Today I'm going to show you a bit of a non-traditional recipe, but we'll get to that in a minute. So Anethum graveolens grows native to most of Europe, the Eastern Mediterranean region, as well as Southwestern Asia. It has been used for centuries as an Ayurvedic medicine in Indian cultures to help treat indigestion, flatulence, stomach pains. It's said to have carminative, stomatic, and diuretic properties. According to Healthline, the dill seeds are more aromatic and have a light citrus flavor similar to caraway. Anethum graveolens has been used for centuries for its medicinal purposes, but is also a main staple in the flavor principles of many European countries, such as Germany, Russia, Poland, and Scandinavia. Dillweed grows as a long, slender plant with wispy leaves. It can be consumed fresh or dried and stored for later. Essential oils can also be extracted from the dillweed plant and used for aromatic purposes. It can also be applied topically or taken orally. It is known to have antimicrobial, antibacterial, and antifungal properties. Some of the recipes that will call for dill are things like soups, salads, seafood dishes. It can also be incorporated into marinades, dressings, pretty much anything you can think of. So something I'm sure we're all familiar with, a use for dill that I haven't mentioned yet. Pickling, dill pickles. So today I'm going to show you how to make dill pickle chicken wings. I'm going to start with my pound of chicken wings in a container. Take my very overly poured cup and a half about of pickle juice and submerge all my lovely chicken wings in there. This is like brining, basically. And so the main purpose to brining chicken is to create a hypertonic solution on the outside, which is going to help draw moisture into the chicken and create a nice, juicy, flavorful, tender meat when we go to eat it. So I've got my chicken wings brining here in pickle juice. You can go ahead and add extra salt if you like to, but I find it has enough salt. You're going to want to let this sit for about 24 to 48 hours. And another thing is I'm going to take all of this fresh dill, chop it up really nicely. Doesn't have to be like thinly chopped, just a nice coarse chop. Even the stems are fine, just a bit like that. And then I'm gonna mix this in here with my chicken wings so the flavor can be all incorporated. Gloves for safety because I don't really want to touch the chicken. So mixing in my salt water pickle juice solution with dill, and you're going to have something that will look like this. And I'm going to let this sit for 24 to 48 hours in the fridge to let all those juices get soaked in so they're nice and tender and flavorful. Alright, so while we let our chicken wings sit in the salt brine pickle juice solution, we are going to prepare the breading for our wings. So I'm going to use a bag of Lay's dill pickle chips. Disclaimer, no, this is not sponsored, and no, this is not a healthy recipe. But I figured Canadian chicken wings, hockey night in Canada, yeah, they're really yummy. I hope you enjoy them. So I'm going to open this up. Take my rolling pin, just work to start crushing all the chips without making a mess, if that's possible. So those are pretty crushed up there. And then I've gone ahead and I've measured 2 tablespoons each of dill weed, the dried. So I'm going to add that. And then 2 tablespoons of dill pickle popcorn flavoring seasoning in there. And we're going to incorporate this all and crush it up a little more so it's ready for breading our wings. Alright, so I've gone ahead and crushed this up and incorporated the dill seasoning and chips all together nicely. It is a little greasy, as you can imagine. So I'm going to take 1/3 cup of flour. I'm using gluten-free just because that's what I have on hand, but you can feel free to use all-purpose. Doesn't really make a difference. This is just going to kind of absorb some of the grease and also allow it to stick to our chicken wings a little bit better. So nutritionally, dill weed is an excellent source of vitamin A, C, and E, making it a powerful antioxidant, which means that it helps our body fight free radicals or anything that will cause oxidative stress in our tissues. It also has manganese in it, which is something we don't need a large amount in our bodies, but it is essential as it works as a cofactor for many different enzymes in our body. It also plays a role in metabolism and bone formation. Alright, so now that we've let our chicken wings sit in the brine solution overnight for 12 hours or so, I'm going to bread them now. First, I'm going to take our pickle juice solution and wings and drain them off. So you'll be left with just the wings and the dill. And then we're going to start placing them in the breading. Covering each wing with breading and kind of pushing it down on top, because you want to get a nice, beautifully coated chicken wing. So this is the final product of what our dill pickle chicken wings look like. They are ready to go in the oven. I'm gonna bake them for half an hour at 425 degrees. All right, so it's been half an hour and we're ready to pull out our dill pickle chicken wings. It's always best to use a digital thermometer to check the temperature to make sure they are fully cooked internally. And I'm looking for anything above 165, ideally. Fahrenheit looks good to me. And we'll check a couple other ones just to be safe. You also don't want to go near the bone when you're checking temperatures on meat. Kind of difficult to do on wings because there's not a lot of meat, but try your best. So there we are, dill pickle chicken wings. Really delicious. I hope you guys enjoy them. Thank you so much for watching.